It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air.
Hello my YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you happen to be new. I'm so happy that you're here. We're doing some deep cleaning in my bedroom today, at least that's where we're starting off. And I've been wanting to wash my curtains for a while now, and especially since we had the flooring done, a lot of dust was kicked up everywhere, so I definitely wanted to get them washed. Plus, I don't know if any of you guys were hanging out with me back in the day when I washed these last, but I dried them in the dryer and I shrunk them, and they were all different heights on the floor and off the floor, and it was driving me crazy. And some of y'all said if you rewash them and hang them up to dry, then they stretch out a little bit, and I think that it worked. It's so crazy. So I'm really happy that I got these not only cleaned, but kind of stretched back out. My curtain rods are just the simple, cheap ones from Target, and I love them. We also have some heavier duty rods in the living room, and I love those as well, but they're all from Target. And then these curtains are from IKEA. I love going to IKEA and getting my curtains there because they're so affordable. And IKEA is one of the only places that has like super long curtains around here that are also just, you know, within my budget. I think it's like $30 for 2 panels of the super long ones. Lately, our IKEA has not been super stocked up, so that's been a little bit frustrating, but overall, it's one of my favorite places to go. I also really wanted to get my fan cleaned off, and I know some of y'all are going to say to use the pillowcase hack, and I do that often, but for this, I wanted to reach down into the light too because I saw some dust settle down in there. So I just got out this duster. I think it's a Grove one. I'm not totally sure, but it worked really well for what I needed it to do. I honestly do not clean my blinds nearly as often as I should. How often do y'all clean your blinds? I think probably the last time I gave them a good wipe down was the last time that I washed my curtains. Maybe it's terrible to admit that, and we probably should definitely do it more often considering we have allergies and stuff in here. And like I said, a lot of dust has been kicked around lately because of the floor, so I wanted to get this cleaned. I still definitely need to clean the outside of the windows too, but that's a project for another day. They get dirty so fast and so easily, and then when we mow the grass and all that, it gets kicked up and right back on the windows. It gets dirty. It's kind of like when you get your car washed and then there's like a dust storm or something. I don't know. It just seems like we can never keep the outsides of the windows clean.
Tell me what your name is. Tell me what you like and all your secrets. I just wanna go over the details. Let me inside of your mind. I know I just met you, but something tells me that you might be into talking to a stranger with a tattoo. Baby, I'm one of a kind. There's a reason we're here, there's a vibe in the air that neither you or me could deny. Boy, I see how you stare up and down everywhere. I can tell you're far from shy. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out.
We have a guy coming over soon that's supposed to be mounting some TVs for us. That is a project that both Mark and I know that we could do, but something about asking someone else to do it who is a professional just gives us the peace of mind knowing that it's going to stay up on the wall. I don't know what it is about like really heavy stuff that I just don't want to do it. And sometimes chairs too, even though you don't pick them up, like, but it just makes me nervous that if I put a chair together and somebody sits in it and it breaks, then that's on me and that's just a lot of pressure. So who knows? But anyways, there is a guy coming over and I'm so tempted to ask him to hang the mirror that we have in our room on this wall right here to the left, because that's where I want it long term. And it is a very heavy mirror. It just makes me so nervous. We definitely know we want it up on the wall. Right now it's just leaned against it. And he might look at me like I have 14 heads, but I think I'm going to ask him anyway. And look at this fun treat on the windowsill, or I guess, I don't know what this is called. Some leftover Halloween decor. It was rough, but I got it cleaned up.
Got the time to try to get to know each other's minds. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out. I know I just met you, boy, but you got that something that just rocks my world. I get up, I feel like we are meant to be. The way you're talking to me, oh, oh. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out. Let's just say what we want. Come on, spit it all out. You and me both got the time to try to get to know each other's mind. So let's talk till we drop, or till we get kicked out. Oh.
Until we get kicked out. Until we get kicked out. Until we get kicked out.
I'm just using the Pledge multi-surface cleaner for these blinds. I'm sure there's a bunch of different things you can use. In fact, I've used a bunch of different cleaners in the past. They all work pretty well, and just wiping it with a microfiber cloth. I did end up running out of this stuff though, so I just used the Sprayway for the rest of it and it worked just fine. Like I said, pretty much any spray works, but I do love the way the Citrus Pledge smells.
I slowly have forgotten to remember about you, babe. If this is what all lovers do, I'll find another way. The way I fell in love with you is far from me today. I'd love to fall right back into the way we used to play.
Y'all know me, I'm not above shoving as much as I possibly can into my washing machine, but I did decide to break the windows up into 2 and 2. So it was only 4 panels going in at a time. I thought I didn't want to send it into hyperdrive and maybe have the washing machine explode. But they got so clean and they smelled so good with those scent beads. I don't use those for every single load, but when it's something like this, especially, I use it. It smelled so good, and something about just letting them dry out while they're hanging up, it made the whole room smell delicious. It made our whole house smell so good. Kind of made me wish I would have done this sooner.
Back into the way we used to play. Start again.
I don't know if y'all can quite tell from the background, but seriously, some of these panels used to be inches off the ground, like way, way, way too short. And now several of them are touching, and then some of them are a little bit too long. IKEA loved them so much, but they do not make their curtains all the same length. Like even when I first bought them and hung them up, they fell at different lengths, which is fine. You get what you pay for, I guess, but I still love these curtains so much.
I'd rather be blue than lighthearted. Won't break, just be smarter. Whatever to get back from you. I know that the night has just started. Get up, don't be bothered. Get out there, find some things to do.
Now that the bed is back on this wall, I need to decorate above the bed. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I used to have those 2 window panes above it, and I still have those and I love them. I think I'm going to use one on the mantle once we move the TV to the wall, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with the other one. But I think above the bed I might want like 3 pretty good sized pictures maybe, or I don't know. Is there another idea that maybe I'm not thinking about to put above there? I'm not really a huge fan of artwork. Maybe that's weird and maybe that's normally what people would put, but like just the typical artwork you see in stores or even ordering something, I much prefer pictures. I especially love pictures with color in them because I think it's such a fun way to add color to your home without being like crazy and making things tacky, because I've mentioned this before and y'all were so sweet to me about it, but I'm not always the best decorator, and sometimes I feel like I can throw too much in a space and maybe it becomes tacky or I don't put enough. But to me, adding a picture is never a bad idea.
Bathing in the light that you share, you're like the sun. Who am I to think how it'd be if you were mine? I've been walking with my shades on for so long, I can't seem to get them back on. 'Cause ooh, how I fell in love.
And now that my bedroom is cleaned up, it's time to get to cleaning these floors, and I'd like to thank Roborock for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've had the S6 for some time now. We run it every single day, and this is the S7. I'm so excited about it, and I cannot believe all the stuff that it can do and all of the dirt and dust that it can pick up. When you first get your Roborock in the mail, you literally let it charge for a little bit, and then you just press the cleaning button to start cleaning, and it is then going to scan your entire floor in your home, and it will create a detailed map. And then it can also do like second and third floors of your home if you want it to. I love that this one has the all rubber brush instead of the old bristle brush that they used to have. It's much more durable and it's better at avoiding hair tangles. As it's running, it uses ultrasonic sound to accurately recognize carpet, and you can even hear the difference when it's vacuuming on the carpet, and then when it goes to the hard floor, there's a noise difference. And once your home has been fully mapped out, you can create no-go zones for the vacuum or the mop. Like say there is an area where there's a lot of cords or Christmas decor or toys your kids are playing with, you can create the no-go zone and the vacuum cleaner will not go in that area. I think the mopping part of it is what I'm most impressed with. The sonic mopping technology scrubs the floors up to 3,000 times per minute, and it also eliminates dried on dirt or spills left behind by your kiddos. You don't have to flip over the vacuum cleaner to install the mop pad, which the last one you did have to do, and the water tank is super easy to fill up. So the mop lifts automatically when the carpet is detected, so you can mop hard floors and you can vacuum in one single clean. You also can set the vacuum on a schedule, as detailed of a schedule as you want it to be. I run mine every single evening after the kids are in bed, and your Roborock can also be controlled through Alexa, Google Home, or Siri. And then once your vacuum is done cleaning, it heads back to the dock and it automatically empties itself, which I think is so awesome. The left side is the filter, and then the right side is the dust bag that collects everything that the Roborock picked up along the way. And then the dust bag seals itself when you remove it to prevent any leaks. And you also have the empty dustbin option on the app if you ever need it. And there are different empty modes based on how long your clean was or how long it's been since your last clean. It will just use the smart option if you don't select manually, but you can choose all that in the app. And then there's also a dustbin detection to prevent any accidents. And there's a filter that captures 95% of particles, including pet dander and mold. And it is something that should be cleaned regularly and washed. But this Roborock is such a time saver for me. I love it. Like I said, I've been using mine for years and I'm so excited about this S7 upgrade. And this would also make a wonderful Christmas present for yourself or for someone you love. So I'll leave everything linked in the description box for you guys to check it out. It's one of those things where you think your floors are clean and then you run this and you check the dust bag or the filter and see how much it picked up and realize your floors were not that clean after all.
You would take over my mind, 'cause I've been lost, but I'm giving you all of my time.
I cannot believe that it's only a few weeks until Christmas. How are we feeling? Have you guys gotten your shopping done? I mean, no pressure. I feel like I am saying this not to put pressure on anybody or make y'all think you should have your shopping done, because I might have a good bit done for my kids, but then there's still so much other shopping that I need to do. I have tried to find some deals online and I've gotten lucky here and there, but the biggest thing for me that I said I want to do this year is get stuff wrapped in a timely manner and not wait until the last minute, because a lot of times I'm wrapping it minutes before we need to head out the door and head to family Christmas. So I really want to do better this year. Another goal of mine this year, which I say every year I'm going to do better, but I really, really want to take a picture of our family and make Christmas cards. I have just been slacking so much, like big time, these past couple years, and we haven't done it. And I always love getting all of my friends' cards and seeing their beautiful families. So I'm going to try to do that this year. Y'all maybe try to hold me to it.
So let go of the things you hear. I'm not going anywhere without you. So put a little faith in me, though you're scared. No, I made it hard for you, but I can't. Now I wanna make you part of my plans. Put a little faith in me, though you're scared. Sometimes I feel like we're getting nowhere.
And now we are moving on to Mark's Clawfus. I needed to pull this rug out. This was just put in here temporarily because it needed something to go underneath his chair. In the meantime, I ordered a rug from Boutique Rugs and it came in. I'm still iffy about it, although this is not my space at all, but Mark seems to think that it is fine. Men are so much less picky than women are, I feel like, at least in my situation. So y'all have to let me know what you think about it.
In the evening, then you come around, spin my world upside down, taught me how to fly higher, higher.
Never in a million years did I think that last March, Mark coming home and working for a few weeks would turn into our closet being halfway turned into an office and Mark mostly working from home now. It's so crazy how much things have changed as far as like our work schedules and what we do. I'm so thankful for it though. I think he truly enjoys being home. It is a little bit more stressful sometimes because you feel like you can't really leave work. That's pretty much how I feel too. But I love that we're together most of the time and we can sneak away for little lunch dates here and there, and I just have him to talk to if I need to talk really fast, or I know when he's in meetings and that type of stuff. And this area has honestly been so perfect for him. Like a couple videos back, I think I was doing both, like I was cleaning both the offices and people were asking why he doesn't have the one upstairs. And obviously, I mean, he definitely had the choice to be in the office, the one I'm in right now, recording these voiceovers, and it has a window and all that, but the bathroom to this office goes into the boys' bedroom. It's like a Jack and Jill one. And the internet up here is not as great as the internet downstairs. There's just like so many different reasons. The closet in our bedroom has a lot more like sound barrier protection. Up here is right next to the playroom, and you hear everything. Like a lot of times if I'm doing voiceovers and the kids are playing in the playroom, it's very loud. So there's just a bunch of reasons that went into why we have his cloffice in here, and it's worked out perfectly for him. I know his cord situation is a little bit out of control. That is something that hopefully we can tackle one day, but he's constantly moving his monitors around and his laptops, and you know, I don't know if y'all saw, but he has a lot of monitors he works with, and it makes, I guess, his job easier for him. So, and the thing is, like when you walk into the office, you can't see all these cords because they're underneath the desk, and then there's never really an angle that you're going to be in to see them. So they don't really bother either one of us because they're just under the desk and they chill out there. But maybe one of these days I'll get some like command hooks or, you know, some type of thing to make them a little bit more orderly. For now, they're just kind of staying like that and the chair covers them up. But I am getting a lot of the dust out of here. Seriously, dust flew up everywhere in the past week or two. So I've been dusting like crazy.
Don't really have a reason why, but I don't even have to try. This feeling.
I did move the rug that used to be in his office over to the other side of the closet. It might be a little bit too busy in here. For now, it's just going to stay that way, but who knows what will happen long term. But at least it was cleaned up and organized and dusted, and y'all know I had some laundry to get to always. I always have laundry that needs to be traded over. So I was trying to tackle this before I moved on to anything else. Okay, I really need to get in here in the mudroom. My kids are at school, so it's very empty, and get it all cleaned up. You guys can see like where we got the new quarter rounds around the bottom. I need to paint in here. That's not gonna happen today, but I need to repaint that, and I actually need to repaint all the way up. I never really put that second coat on it from when we did the mudroom months ago, but I wanna get it cleaned up, get all of this out or hung up, and then go through their shoes too, because they get, you know, they have shoes in here that probably don't even fit them anymore, and then definitely like out of season because it's starting to get cooler here. And then on top of that, I also want to just kind of like wipe through in the pantry. I probably need to get grocery order. It's very sparse in here, but I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to get things like wiped down and looked over and organized.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life.
If y'all are newer around here, which I know we're already about 25 minutes into the video, but I just wanted to welcome you and say that I'm so happy that you're here and tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Joanna, obviously, but I am a wife to Mark, and we have been married for just about 13 years, which is crazy to think about. And we have 4 children. Ava is 10, Kate is 8, she's about to be 9 in January. Max is 7 and Bo is 5. So when I had Bo, my very last kid, Ava was just 4. So I had my kids pretty much back to back. They're little stair-step children, which is basically the same way that my mom did things. So I was just following in her footsteps. But we have just loved, honestly, being parents. We love spending time together as a family. We live in the most insanely wonderful neighborhood and have basically friends that are our family, and we love our family too, our church family. So we live in Georgia, and we have lived here basically our whole lives. I technically was born in Tennessee, but I moved here when I was about 18 months old and have been here ever since. And we have moved around a little bit. We moved kind of 45-ish minutes away from where we grew up after we got married. Mark and I got married in 2008, and we were pretty young when we got married. I had just turned 21 and he was 23, and now I am 34 and he is, I think, 36, but I'm like the worst with ages. I think he's 2.5 years older than me. So anyways, we're just over here living our lives. I have a teaching degree, but I never really went into teaching because after college, I went straight into having babies. I just always knew I wanted a family, and a pretty big family. And Mark does tax work. His job is kind of complicated, but basically he does tax work for a pretty big company in Atlanta. And so we just stay busy. But a few years ago, I decided to start this YouTube channel because I love cleaning and organizing. And I just thought it would be fun to make videos and hopefully motivate some of y'all. And it has just grown into this fun thing that I get to call a job, but I also have made so many friends. Y'all mean so much to me, and this has just pretty much become such an amazing outlet for me to be able to chat with y'all, but also encourage and motivate y'all along the way. So I just love y'all so much. If you are new, I hope that you will consider subscribing and sticking around because we would love to have you.
Stepping on toes with these humble and everlasting egos. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes.
We do have the baskets down in the mudroom for their shoes that they wear on an everyday basis, like basically for school, and then maybe one pair of their church shoes or nicer shoes. And so their sandals and all of the socks that were in their little baskets, and then just shoes that don't fit them anymore, those were either put in a giveaway bag or the rest of their shoes were taken upstairs because they have shelves in their rooms too for the shoes that are just out of season or ones that we're not wearing right now. And I started to try to use my vacuum cleaner without the battery being in it, so I had to go grab it. But like I mentioned, these quarter rounds desperately need to be painted along with this entire room, so hopefully I'm going to do that soon. And then I have a little table upstairs in the boys' room that also needs to be spray painted, so I need to have a day soon where I can just paint also the sides of the pew. So now I'm thinking of a lot more things that need to be painted on top of the island and all that, so hopefully I can get a ton of that done soon.
Enjoy the ride. When we started, our wishes aligned. We were like yin and yang combined. How the
my pantry or wiped it down so many different ways before, and if I'm doing like a super, super deep clean, I will pull everything out and then wipe it top to bottom. But sometimes that is so overwhelming. Like I remember the last time I did it, and once I pulled everything out and put it on the counters in the kitchen, I didn't even want to do anymore. It was just like, it was insane how much came out of the pantry. And so I decided for this little wipe down, I was just going to do one little section at a time. That way not that much is out of place. It doesn't feel too overwhelming, and I feel like I can tackle it maybe in a more timely manner. Like it might not be quite as thorough, but at least it's a little bit faster.
With you right by my side, I didn't think that you would show up like you did, and you turned my life upside down. Oh, your love has got me high, I never wanna say goodbye. It's like my world's on fire, like my world's on fire. This is where we're meant to be, singing to this melody. So sing.
I ended up getting groceries from Costco the next day, so I do include that haul at the end of this video, and just getting the pantry more stocked up because it really needed it. We were running low, and for our family, and considering how many snacks we go through just on a daily basis, we need to be stocked up. But there were certain shelves in here that I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like doing containers right now. I don't feel like getting stuff organized and dumping it out of the original boxes. I don't always have my pantry just looking amazing, but even for the crackers and stuff, I was like, these can stay in the box. And I don't know if y'all noticed for the chips, I don't even have chip clips, I don't think. I literally just got a piece of tape and I taped them shut, but it works.
Could you stay with me forever? 'Cause I love everything about you. And I will follow you wherever. I can promise that I will always be true. Oh, your love has got me high, I never wanna say goodbye. It's like my world's on fire, like my world's on fire. This is where we're meant to be, singing to this melody. Oh, this melody.
Okie dokie, it's the next day. I figured I would show y'all a real quick Costco haul. For those of you who might be new to my channel, this is your first time watching, don't freak out. I promise you guys, we eat meats and veggies and fruits. But when I'm ordering from Costco, I typically just get like the staples that go in our pantry and anything else that looks good because I might be hungry while I'm ordering. So here goes. I got some more bread. This is our favorite type of bread. I mean, I get this from Walmart too, but I love it from Costco because you get the 2-pack. We go through bread pretty quickly. Got some more of the Oat Crunch Cheerios. Those are so good to me. I love my Honey O's. Those are my favorite, but that is probably my second favorite cereal. Got 2 more gallons of milk, and I have never personally bought these before, the peanut butter pretzels, but my friends have them when we're on road trips and stuff, and they're always just a good snack, so I decided to grab some for us. Obviously, Max can't have that. He's very much allergic to peanut butter. I got 2 pineapples, and I don't know if they're still in season, but we'll try them and see. And then as far as like the cracker type stuff, I just went ahead and grabbed 2 of almost all the boxes just because it'll last us for a while. I'm going to take the kids up north in a couple weeks, just me and the 4 kids, and I want to have like tons of snacks extra on top of what they're going to need for their lunches and all that, so we have a ton. And we have a big family. But I got some more Cheez-Its, got some more Belvita breakfast crackers. I got some more of these brownies because y'all know I pretty much get a box every time I get anything from Costco. They are so, so good. They're our favorite brownies. And I'm hosting at least 2 of the Christmases, I think. So I got some red and green Christmas cups and some goldfish, and then I got some more ketchup. I eat tons and tons of ketchup. I know it's not good for you at all, but I figure as long as I do like the Simply one, it's like a tiny step in the right direction and it doesn't taste any different. It just has like less sugar, I think. Got some fruit snacks. That's another like road trip good snack to have for the kids. I'm not saying healthy, but I'm just saying good, and it doesn't leave as big of a mess in your car. Got some macaroni and cheese. That's just easy for dinner nights that I'm not making anything like crazy. Got some Pirates booty. I think I got 2 boxes of that, yeah. And then I was running out of the Reynolds wrap, so I grabbed like this will last me probably a year. And then if you guys have a Costco membership and you are not using these, what brand is this? It's like Grandeur Hospitality white washcloths. They also have the hand towels and like the big towels. They are great, and I love them because you can throw some bleach in there too. But this is my 2nd pack of them. I will not lie, 1 pack I got recently, I accidentally washed it with something that had never been washed before, and I kind of ruined a few of them. So I grabbed some more, and they're cheap too. It's like $14 for a huge pack. It's just a great deal, and I love them. Got some more trash bags. I love Costco trash bags. I feel like they work really well. And some of these Snap Cheez-Its. Do you guys like these? I really like them. I don't like them all the time, but I just like them occasionally. I haven't had them in a while. Some more popcorn. We go through that like crazy, especially when the kids' friends come over. We're eating a ton of it, like 3 or 4 bags easily. So got some more. I got some more apples. And have you guys tried these biscuits from Costco? First of all, I'm a little bit weirded out that this came open, but that's okay. We just won't think about it. I'm sure they'll be great. These, you would not think, I'm so picky about my biscuits, and you would not think that these would be good, but they are so good. Like, this picture does not even do it justice. They are so, so good. So y'all should try them. Got some grapes, the green grapes and red grapes. I hope that they're still good, but lately they haven't been the best, like in season. And then got some breakfast bars for Mr. Max. And we have some school Christmas parties coming up, so I signed up to bring little bottles of water. So that's why I got those. More paper towels always, because we always need those. And some Sprites. So I'm gonna get at least the cold stuff put away and get a few things organized in the pantry, and then I'll show y'all how it looks stocked up. All right, all done stocking up in here. I did bring some plates back in, but it just feels so much more full. The kids have lots of snack options now, and I still do have tons of overflow that I'm just gonna put out in the garage for now. But I like the pantry so much better when it's stocked up and the kids don't have to ask what they can snack on. Snacks just go so quickly in our house. Okay, this is kind of totally random, but I wanted to show y'all something that I've also been absolutely loving. It's this Instax, I think it's Fujifilm is the brand, but it's basically like a Polaroid camera, which I know is just like a blast from the past. But we have been using this a ton. My sister is the one who introduced me to this specific one. I think she has like a blue one, but this is obviously the white one, and we have had so much fun, like just this Christmas season even, printing out pictures and then putting them on little wood slices and making ornaments with them. And I'm actually about to have the girls and their friends like together for a little party. The boys are actually gonna do it too, and make ornaments with their friends, and then you can put the date on the back or paint them or whatever you wanna do. And I just like having this at Christmas parties in general, because it's fun just to have instant pictures that you can print out. So I'll leave a link from this for this if y'all want like ideas for a Christmas gift, maybe for a girl or even a boy or a grown-up, because they're so much fun. Here are these sweet ornaments we made. There's that one with Bo, and there's Max, and then oh, here's Ava up here, and then I think Kate's over here somewhere. Here she is. Aren't those so sweet? And then you could do a whole bunch of different stuff. I mean, this one was from years ago. And then, oh, I think like even longer ago at a work party, like with Mark's dad, the kids made those. But just any little fun picture thing like that. I just love it so much. And these, all these types of ornaments are the ornaments that we hang on the tree upstairs. I just think it's really cute. So we're gonna do that with the kids and their friends soon. And in my next video, we are painting the island. So I cannot wait to share that with y'all, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.